Well, hello everybody. I hope I'm live right now and I'm audible. Well, one thing I missed actually. Let's change that thing to. This is gonna be 3 hour challenge. Oh my god, crazy. I request access. Go back to home. Duke. And where are my projects? Projects. Just a sec. Let me do one thing. Today I changed my. That is crazy. I hope that didn't work as expected. Okay, this actually worked. So this is gonna be the design over there. Today I changed my thumbnail because it has been 1 month since we started this project, this challenge. So it is kind of a milestone for us. We have completed a month, and now we will be. I'm mainly gonna have a 3 hour challenge continuously, and in these 3 hours I will be working on Excalidraw project, though that got done yesterday, but now we will be adding things from our on side, and let's see how much better we can actually make. I don't even know how many problems I'm gonna be fixing, but the good thing is that the project got done today itself, like 30 days they got completed. So that's the milestone that we have, and on that particular auspicious thing, we just changed the thumbnail. This thumbnail, I mean, thumbnails are gonna be changed every month. So first month has been completed, in the next month we are changing it, and this is how it will just keep going on. By the way, let's simply go ahead. This is the 31st day, and as per other things, as per event down, I'll have to download it first of all so that I could change it. And what are we going to be working on? Of course, that project Excalidraw that we were working yesterday, and that's the same thing I'm gonna be working on even right now. So let's start this thing too. And one more thing, I will be speaking, so that's a good thing. Like, I hardly speak in live, but today is the time when I will be speaking. And apart from this thing, let me just change the thumbnail like this one, and then we'll simply be going ahead. Thumbnail is going to be this one. I hope it's gonna be, yeah, it's uploaded, and now we can just simply go ahead. So let's keep it here, and let's open VS Code and get started with the things. Okay, I'll be catching up tomorrow. By the way, this was all about okay, I need to remove this. We have to go with this particular Excalidraw project, ultimately draw project that we have, that is this one. And these are the assignment things. Hope we will be able to implement most of them, but let's see how it's gonna go on. First of all, let's get the sign up and all these things done. Okay, once the basic things are done, then maybe the pencil, okay, that was remaining, so we can add pencil, and then we can do the sign up and ultimately authenticated related stuff, and then we can move to adding more and more features, as simple as that. We may take the help of AI right now to make the sign in page, or we'll just simply do it on our own, depends. Let's close everything. Okay, what now? The first thing is that pencil feature that we had to add, so let's do that too. So ls pn dev, let's start the project and see whether we get everything right. Maybe the backend is not even running that right now. Let's check that too. Yes, docker processes. Okay, crazy. Why is this happening? Docker, I have Docker, right? Yeah, Docker images do I have? Oh wow. Docker check if if the path is correct and the daemon is running. Open engine, the system file. I think it should be running, but it's not running. We have Docker process status, it's also not running. What could be the problem? Let's close this one first of all. As soon as we started working on the thing, we started facing the errors. Failed to connect to the Docker API at this pipe Docker engine. Check if the path is correct and if the daemon is running. The system cannot find a file specified. What could be the reason behind that? First of all, let's search it. We have Chrome open here. Open Docker Windows, system cannot find. Okay, that's good. Docker community forums. A response daemon open me Windows. The system cannot find the specified. I'm new user. I don't know enough about troubleshooting. No. Okay. Listening. Installing with the use to hypervary on. Oh my god, what do I need to do? I don't know what has to do. Name the pipe. There is something wrong. We can start with the logging and then see whether it works or not. So maybe I need to use Docker login. I'm not even sure whether this is gonna work. It may work. Your one-time device confirmation is submitted. This please enter your waiting for browser authentication. Okay. Enter to open your browser. Let's enter. Browser is open. Confirm. Setup done. Thank you. What now? Succeeded. Let's see. Docker process status. Well, that's not running. Docker images. That's also not running. That's crazy. I have one more option. I can just simply start Docker from here and then see whether then it works or not. I don't think even Docker is gonna start. I will have to go to task manager to, oh, it is started. That's amazing. Starting the Docker engine. Maybe the Docker engine wasn't started. Okay. Right now it has started. So should I be getting the response? Docker process status. Oh yeah. Got that. Docker images. We are getting all the images. Docker process status for all. So these are the things that we are getting. We will be even removing some of them. Like Docker kill. What do we have to kill? This is the process that is running. We have to kill this thing right now. Oh my god. Can't kill container. This is not a running. Okay, if something's not running, we can't really kill that. That's true. So what now? If we can't kill that, we can remove that. Remove and that particular ID. So that should be removed. Docker process for all. Yeah, and we can remove even this one. Remove Docker remove and the ID, container ID actually. So Docker process status for all. That's done. Docker images. We have this. Even I need to do one thing. I need to reinstall VS Code because I'm getting this particular error with my terminal that though I'm typing, but ultimately the a pointer is not being shown here. So this thing needs to be fixed up. So let me fix it right away, and then we will be going ahead with the things. Let's simply reinstall it and then see whether it fixes the issue or not. Download it. I think it's been okay. It's being downloaded. I have good internet connectivity. It will not take lots of time. That's plus point. Gonna be fun, by the way. We are here and we'll be live for 3 hours. Let's see how many things we can actually do, how many things we can get done. We will be exploring the things. We will be looking at the code bases too. And we'll try to do our level best. Oh, it seems like taking time. Bad. Fast.com. What is the internet connectivity speed? It's too good. Then why am I facing that? That's crazy. I had something like fs, that is not fs, file, that is not even file. Yeah, free download manager. Let's open this. I can add download, I can enter the URL. Well, I don't really have that, that's crazy. So let's get the URL first of all. So this is going to be the URL. Excuse me. I hope this is gonna work. Well, yeah, it's working. So let's do one thing. Stop this one, this process, pause it for now at least, and then see whether it works as aha, it is so fast. It's good to have these types of download managers completed soon. Let's close this thing right now, even this and this thing, and run the program, VS Code program setup that we have installed this right now. Accept the agreement, click on next, next, install, and it is going to be installed. I hope that particular problem will be fixed. Let's see exactly what's gonna happen. Union Public Service Commission, could this be the one? Okay, FullStack resume, launch it. Okay, just hope the error is solved, but still if it's not solved then I can't really do anything, and I will know about it only when I use it. So let's go ahead. Docker processes, there are no processes running, that's a good thing. Docker images, so we have this, we can run docker run Postgres. Before that 5431, at this port we will be running, and then 5432 it will be running inside the container. This is the port for that. We can name it, we can name the process. The process name is going to be, I hope this is the right way, how to run Postgres in Docker, a double hyphen, name is gonna be Postgres database, Postgres DB, name is clear, and database name is gonna be Postgres. Are we sure? I think it will start running Postgres. Oh, crazy stuff. Just a sec. I used this one the last time. Docker run some project Postgres. We have to give the environment variable, ultimately the password. That's great. And the database name, that database name could be the drive. Ultimately Postgres we are running, right? Database name is gonna be what? Let's see exactly what it runs, then we'll stop the process if needed. And DB, this is come on, name Postgres DB database. Postgres is going to be used. Let's see it works or not. So this is running Docker processes. Bad. It's not running. Docker run, what do we have to run? I didn't mention that. I wanted to run Postgres. I thought this is how it works. Docker run, name, password. We need to provide password. Got that. So for providing password, I'll be coming back, and this is where we will be even providing the password. So environment variable Postgres password. That was Postgres 123 if I'm not wrong. Let's see. Invalid. Docker run p 5431 5432. I know what's wrong. I should be entering E over there, but I have entered P. That was my bad. This time it should be okay. Docker response down client container the Postgres DB is already in use. Really? Post Docker process status no. Docker process status for all. So here we got that Docker remove. That's actually running. That's not running. Remove. Paste it here, kill it, docker psa, done. And the command that we had earlier, that was this. Let's run this and let's check the process docker ps. Well, here we are, it's running. Name is Postgres DB, image is Postgres, and if we try to just connect it to that, to PSQL, username is gonna be Postgres this time. Password not. Port is going to be 5431. Post is gonna be localhost. I hope I'm right. Localhost. Let's enter it. Password is gonna be Postgres. Let's see. We are inside that, but the thing is that we are inside Postgres. We were supposed to be inside draw app. dd, yeah, I did not find any tables. Let's exit this, and this time let me specify db name d draw app, maybe probably. Let's do one thing. PSQL connect to database. Remotely connecting to the database. Okay. So we have this in here. Anything? Okay, we can enter host. P stands for port, U stands for user, okay, and DB name, we can just simply enter DB name. That is good. That means we don't really need to use this, just draw app is enough. And let's run it. Let's enter the password, and well, error connection to localhost port failed, database draw app does not, what the hell? Database draw app does not exist. That is insane. pj admin at 5431. Yeah, there's high probability that does not exist. So we should create that if that does not exist anyway around that. I think this one in w action will prompt for password. Database testdb user and w. Let's try connecting one more time. Actually, let's name it just D in here. Got that. You are open. And let's enter the password. Okay, we are still getting the same error. That's okay. If we actually have a look at that, so we have Postgres local based post plus save password here, so that next time onwards I don't have to enter. Connection failed. Multiple connection didn't failed or let's retry it. Postgres 1 2 3. The password for that, the image that we actually created, that was this only. It's not working the way we want it to work. Okay, because it's not even running. Or is it running? Docker ps docker remove. Let's kill it for now. I was supposed to give it the password and I did give that. Docker kill. How to get all the previous commands in. Okay, just history is enough, that's good. So let's write history. Here we've got all the commands that we ran previously, and first of all I think we need to kill that too, but yeah, maybe. Docker ps we don't get anything, but docker ps we will get that. Docker remove, we can actually remove it from here. Let's do it for now. This thing is done. Now docker ps nothing will happen, and we wanna check the history. So let's check the history. First of all, we ran this command to connect. Where was this? Docker run on 5431 port 5432, name PostgresDB. We did not provide the password in here. It will ask for the password if I'm not wrong. If we just enter this, it does not ask for the password. That is bad. That means we should provide the password here. Docker ps, it's running right. Okay, it's not running. Docker psa, we have this. Docker remove, and let's remove this particular thing from here. Now docker psa, we don't really have that thing. Docker process status, we don't have anything. As for this one here, we need to provide a password. The password is gonna be like docker run, this name is gonna be this, and the password. Let's enter the password. Postgres password Postgres 123. This way should be fine. Let's enter it. Docker ps, well, we've got the process. Once this thing is done, we should be able to connect. So PSQL, let's get the history first of all. We tried to connect the same way earlier to using PSQL, so let's do that thing again, like this one. User Postgres port 5431 or localhost raw app Postgres 123. Database does not exist. Any way around this? Not getting it at all. Why am I even facing this error? I was supposed to work on the project and now I'm stuck with the database problem. Let's see if we find any quick solution to this particular problem. Come on, make it quick. The simple thing is that database does not exist, and this is true. So how? I think we should create the database first. This could also be the reason. First, connect it to an existing database such as Postgres. This works because every PostgreSQL instance has default Postgres database. Inside a PSQL prompt to create a draw database. Oh my god. Make sure the end statement semicolon. And then PSQL and try to connect. Bro, you are learning or just showing your skills? I'm learning, I'm not showing my skills. I don't have skills to show. So yeah, I'm learning. Kind of, I was supposed to work on a project and then I got stuck with this error, so I'm trying to fix it. Okay, the problem is that draw app does not exist, so we need to clear that. In order to do that, let's simply migrate it to the database. It will automatically be created. This is what I just hope. ls cd, and let's go inside db ls, then pnpm Prisma. We have to just generate the client. We have to migrate the client first of all, even before generating. So Prisma generate and dev, and as for the URL for it, that must already be there. This is the URL, draw app, and this, yeah, it should work. Let's see. And while this thing is being done, let me have look at some of the commands, like how to migrate Prisma using pnpm. I think pnpm migrate is enough, but we can get something better. Maybe pnpm execute, that could be the one. Just the command I wanna have a look at. Okay, not really getting that. pnpm add, that's okay. pnpm, okay, deluxe is used though. Interesting. Where do we use Prisma execute then? We have Prisma deluxe for generate as well, for migrating as well. This thing is okay. Then we have Prisma execute. That thing is also used for something. Never mind. Okay, I think it must have been done right now. Well, it got generated. That means this time we should not face the same error. So let's go get the history of all the commands that we ran so far. And I wanted to use this one. Okay, not SQL, actually PSQL. By any chance, you know, cross-platform app development? I'm not sure. I'm good at web development. I can build websites. But you are talking about any chance, you know, cross-platform app platform? I'm sorry, bro, but I don't know. I know there is something called course in web development, where we send requests from one port to the another port, and there we face this problem, like the backend doesn't allow the URL, so we use course for that. But I am not sure whether it's the same thing. It's cross-platform web app, can be run on any device. Wow. It is cross-platform web app. Let me have a look at that. Yeah, I've been learning web development for a long time, but I've never heard of it. Cross-platform web app. Refers to the web application designed to functionally consistent across various devices, operating system, browsers, devices. This approach allows developers to write a single code base that can be deployed and accessed on multiple platforms, eliminating the need to separate versions of environment. Applications worldwide, cross-platform like React Native. Is it related to web development? Web app is like a Swiggy, like for example. Yeah, great, right. So what is this actually? Is this kind of an approach, a framework? It cannot be a framework. A cross-platform web app refers to web application designed to function consistently across various operating systems, browsers and devices. That means you have to write one application and it will work across all the devices. I'm so bad at this, sorry. 5 frameworks for, okay, we have frameworks. What are they? React Native, JavaScript, React Vue, Angular. These are the frameworks like Ionic, React Native, This one, unfortunately, I haven't even touched them so far. They are the frameworks, but I've never gone through them. So far, I've been limited to web development. So yeah, I know the stuff related to web development, how the things work. Maybe in future, I may get to know about these things too. But thanks a lot for that. By the way, that thing is running, so let's simply connect it. PSQL password post this. Oh, come on, you got to be kidding me. Database draw app does not exist. Why? I think it does exist right now. How can I check this particular thing? I ran. Oh, so many commands. Come on. Oh, it will never end. So, Postgres 5431 Docker process status. This thing is running on 5431. I wanna connect to this thing. Draw app. PG admin. Okay, we have only this thing. Can I just refresh it? Yeah. Okay, that hasn't been created yet. That is why I'm facing this issue. I can connect to Postgres, that's already connected. That is for sure, if I'm not wrong. So database can be Postgres for now, and password can be, don't know, Postgres 123. Yeah, it got connected. ls it will not work for sure inside Postgres. Yeah, that's right. So dd did not find any table. We can create a table inside it, ultimately database, but I don't want to do that actually. Let's exit it. Exit this, I said. Yeah. I migrated that from here, and this is the URL that I have for the database. Postgres 123 localhost 5431 draw app, and it got migrated. pnpm deluxe migrate prisma migrate web. If this migration works, that means things are right. Well, let's see exactly whether this migration gets done the right way or not. Running pre-install script. By the way, I would like to know about you, if you are here, that what you are doing nowadays. Like you are learning web development or like app development or web dev, or you are already working somewhere. Tell me, I would love to know that. So this thing is done right now, it must have been created. So let's try it one more time. Draw app and password. Congratulations, here we are in. Ultimately that was the problem. So chat room, user room, we have to change many things inside it, but okay, for now let it be. The main goal was to add the pencil functionality, but even before that, let's exit this thing. This is a new database, that means we don't have any user. We'll have to log in. pnpm dev. First of all, we'll make sure everything's working right. Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry. I should go a few steps back. cd 2 steps back actually, 2 directories back. cd like this, ls pnpm. I can build it first of all. I think that's already built, so I don't need to worry about it. But few things I just recently changed, so it could be. Which year, bro? BTech? Anything? College dropout. I'm not from BTech or anything at all. I'm a college dropout. By the way, even when I dropped my college, I wasn't coding. After dropping my college, I just chose coding as my career, and right now here I am. So crazy stuff, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay, command. What is the problem? Parameter instantly has any type. I have to give some type to this. Interesting. Glad to know that. Of course, this shows that I'm using TypeScript. Fix the error and then go ahead. Draw. Where can it be? Index.ts. Well, I think I'm not using this thing right now. I think inside this only. Yeah. Yep. Whatever. I think that never happens like that. Is this the init draw function that I have? Okay, so I'm not using this. I may be using. Okay, this is also not being used. So this thing is here. So over here we need to set the type of it. What can be the type of an event? Add event listeners. Mouse down. Let's search it. Damn, that's great. What? That's great. Does this seem to be great? But yeah, it's great too. So type of add event no mouse down add no type of the event of mouse down add event list listener. Let's see. We don't have to take the help of AI. That's really bad. It's better to just do it like this only. Mouse event inherits from UI event and event. So I can say mouse event can work. That is actually ultimately a mouse event. So mouse event. Fine. Yeah. Thank you. This thing is done. And same here I have to do. They are the mouse events. I could have guessed it. Wow, that's crazy. Right? It was so hard. For what? PNPM build. And what about you? Your name is even not clear. TDP248. I'm not sure. Tell me about it. Okay. It's great cause not all people are daring enough to do this. Okay. In that sense, it can be great. That has a point too. But it can be a bad thing if you are not giving your 100%. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. By the way, what are you doing nowadays? And what's your name? And this thing is done. PNPM dev. I have to add the pencil functionality first. Okay, it is started running. Now let's open Chrome. Localhost, it will not work I think because I need to log in before that. /canvas, I think it will not work. We are inside a room but it will not even connect to the room we are in, but we have an issue. Can we draw? We can't draw. Why can't we draw? Because there is no room. If there is no room, there's no sense being inside it. So let's create a room. For that thing we need to open Postman. We will get this authentication functionality implemented, but before that we need to add a pencil, and then after that we will add the authentication system and all. So first of all we need to create a user. So VPN should work. Let's send a request. I think the sign up successful, sign in. I'm in final year from VITV, applying for jobs, and both on and off campus. Yeah, it is really good actually. Just like if you are just depending on campus, so it could be hard. So applying for both, that can be actually a great step. I'm final year from VITV. Happy to know that. That's amazing. VITV, is that like college name? And I'm not quite sure about this. Would you mind telling me more about it? Like VITV, is that the college name or the thing that you have learned? Let's sign in. We've got the token. Now let's create the room. We are doing all these things manually over here. Then of course, once the front end is ready, we have worked on that, then we won't have to worry about it. We have to create a room. It's gonna be room number 1. Send a request. Room has been created. We can easily get the chats, but the thing is that there are no chats right now. So what the hell? Cohort 3. Wow, glad to know that. That's the best thing. Have you completed the cohort? Let me know, because I'm in the DevOps section right now. I'm learning about DevOps and all. Also working on Excalidraw project right now. Let me know. I would love to know that. That's amazing. Chats of the room number 1. Mainly learning about Docker right now. Even today I will be learning. after 3 hours. First of all, first 3 hours I will be giving to this project. This thing is done, create room is done. Right now I should be able to join the room. When once that's done, let's refresh it. So wow, still facing it. Why? Network token, it's going. I'm getting the result as well. That means result is being saved. BTech is wasn't able to upskill myself and extremely hectic course subjects. I get it. It can be really hectic. Vellore is a city in you are from Tamil Nadu. So what are you currently doing right now? Like even when it comes to the skills and also on which skill are you actually applying for the jobs? Because I'm not applying for the, oh, it's working now. I'm not applying for the jobs. I don't have any plan as such right now. In future I will be, but right now I'm busy just with the stuff. I would love to know about you. This thing, if I that means data is not being saved in the database. That is mainly because I haven't saved I have hard coded the URL, the token. That was my bad. This mistake I even made earlier. Let's copy it. I'm on week 39, just shared better stack. Week 39? You are my senior. Oh my god, I'm on week 36 around or something. You are definitely my senior. Glad to know that. So you are actually, it's just started better stack. Better stack. I've heard about it just a little bit. Not even quite sure, but yeah, it's great. By the way, would you mind getting in touch? Like, we can get in touch, we can talk about the things. Though I'm a junior, I don't have as much knowledge as you may have, but yeah, I have some knowledge. I made some okay-ish projects, including this Excalidraw clone too. I can share link if you say. Let's get in touch if you don't mind. We can talk about the things that you've done, and even I'm learning about a few new stuff too. It's not like I'm just learning the books and this. I'm learning about data science. Just giving 1 hour every day. But yeah, Python is going on nowadays. But if you don't mind, we can get in touch once this 3-hour challenge gets over. This thing is done. I have hard coded this thing here, not here. Where? Canvas, page, yeah, inside this. Okay, here it's hard coded. I will have to even change this thing when implementing sign up, sign in functionality. And I'm planning to rebuild this. Like, this is the first time I'm making it. Of course, I made it with the help of the teacher. So this is not the best way to get the things done. So I will be rebuilding it the best way possible. I will make many changes. For now, I'm gonna be going with this only. I think it should work this time. These two functionalities were made with the help of the teacher. I mean, and now one functionality I have to add, then zoom in, zoom out, text. I have some plans. They are gonna be kind of quite tricky, but yeah, I have to get it done. First of all, this thing, I'm able to build this. Second thing is this. This thing is also working quite fine. If I reload it, it all, is this thing not being saved in the database? Let's refresh it. I've got draw app in here. We have tables, chats. Wow, it's not being saved in the database. That's crazy stuff. You didn't text. Bro, if you are still here, then let me know if there's any way to get in touch. How can I fix this? it's maybe because could be the reason. You should be saving it in the database, but it's not saving, then URL could be the problem. This DB URL we have here, it's saving it here, that's okay. And the same URL I have in other things too. So when it comes to Excalidraw not needed, it will automatically be shared here, I think so. Well, I don't even need this thing here. Inside web app, what is the URL? The same URL I have, that's good. And web HTTP backend, well, that URL is working. If it weren't, I wouldn't be able to save the user info that I have actually. What to do now? I have to just check the things again properly. Okay, great stuff. Okay. It goes, it comes back. Ultimately, response I'm getting from the database. There's only one thing, that it's not getting saved, and when it's not getting saved, then I'm having to face this error. That's okay, not a big problem. Can fix it. At least this is what I hope. It was working yesterday fine. Why this is behaving mischievously today? Okay, so where am I actually saving it? On mouse up, like in this handler. And when mouse up happens, then I'm saving it here. JSON.send this ultimately chat message is sent, and this is not even the problem because the message goes back to WS. So let's open this thing in here, index.ts. I have to check whether I actually get the data here, I get the chat message here or not. Interesting, let's check it. pnpm dev. I will be sending the data from the front end. I should be getting it in here. So let's do it. I've got already some data. That was about join room. That means I have joined the room, and anything else? Not really. So the join room message I've got right now. Now I'm gonna be sending another one for chats, like this one. The error. Chat message I got, that's okay. Error Prisma client relation. Foreign key constraint violated on chat user. I think I have replaced the URL, but I haven't built the file. It could be the region. PNP build. Because once the URL is replaced, I should build it, then it may generate some static files. Maybe the main challenge would be deploy this monorepo on Kubernetes. That's something I am focusing on. It's already deployed on EC2 using Docker. Okay, that's amazing, because you have deployed it on EC2 machine. Well, my EC2 cost me lots of money. I don't know why. I had to use T2 local, T2 small. Then it still costs lots of money, and I hope it didn't cost me more after that. I was about to close my AWS account. Thankfully, then I think the bill hasn't been increased after that. I tried. I'm not at that level. I can deploy via Docker. So I deployed two machines, two projects on that manually. Writing it. You must have done that already, D by D. I hope the bill hasn't been increased though, otherwise it's gonna be crazy. Did you get a free credit? $200 free credit on AWS? I don't know. Actually, this 4.35. Crazy. Actually, this account was created an year ago. More than a year ago, when I had no idea about like this AWS, still I created that. I wanted to just know the things. So because of that thing, maybe all the things got expired already. I have this much bill right now, and 4.53. Okay, it hasn't increased. I had created snapshots. Firstly, I had volumes. Because of them, the bill was increasing. So I thought of creating snapshots using the volumes. I created them, but still I was getting the bill. So I deleted those snapshots too, including the instances. And right now the bill is not being increased. I guess your account was before July 2025. I hope so. This is definitely sure. It was around in 2024 or something. Not even in 2025. It has already like over. Okay, so code explanation. Let's check how much. This way I have been just monitoring the things. The last time it was 2.52, that's okay. 2.66, 2.63, 2.54. Okay, only 2 cents have been increased. That's good thing, and mainly in the EC2 other section. Happy with this thing. If I am using the things, then it will be increased. I would suggest you to create a new account. You will get $200 free. I did the same. Got 500 something bill then. Okay, I did the same. Got 500 something bill, then closed that account. That right now there is no payment method attached. So tell me, you really don't need to pay anything. I just hope so, because here the bill is being increased every day. But the good thing is that there is no payment method attached right now. So I hope I will not have to attach it. Tell me, like, how many months I can keep using like this only without paying, or will AWS ask me to pay? I struggle with this a lot. And then bill preference. Okay, that's bad. Payment preferences actually. So it's saying that by the end of November, I am supposed to pay the money, but there is no payment method attached. So I just hope, of course, it won't be able to just deduct the amount from my bank account, but not sure. Nah, only 1 month, end of billing cycle. That means where is the billing cycle? Come on, where is that? Okay. By the way, I have added this someone else's number. This is not my number. I just added a random number. Billing preference. Okay, just never mind. It is supposed to be asking for money at the end of November, if I'm not wrong. So when December starts, will I have to pay money? Since July 2025, AWS is providing free $200 credits. That means I have to create a new account. I will try. If it works, can I use debit card as well on this AWS? Does this support? Like, I have Bank of Baroda or any debit card for that sake. I think it may support. Don't know. So I was here, by the way. PM. Don't worry about this, man. Just create a new account later when you have time. 200 credits free, bro, for 6 months. Thanks a lot. It may help a lot, actually. I was struggling with this, so I wasn't even creating EC2 instances, and after creating, I was deleting them because it was still charging money. It has been like this. What's your name, by the way? Localhost. You just this first data. The most debit cards they reject this. Any guardians? Unfortunately, I do not have. Like, I have my mother, but she doesn't have credit card. I'm from a village area, Here nobody has credit cards, and the account that I have, I created an year ago with the help of a fake fake credit card. Just it worked that time. My name is Varun. Varun, good to know that. Let's. Okay, it's still not working. That's crazy stuff. Varun, would you mind getting in touch? Like we can talk about this stuff and all. If you don't mind, let me know in the comments. Like right here. Okay, here we are. Where was I saving that? Not here. Game HTTP index. I think it was somewhere here. Not even here, then here. This particular thing I changed, but I think it did not work. This much. Okay. It's been changed for sure this time. Okay, didn't get any. Let's read this one more time and then see. Are you there, Mr. Like Varun? I'm asking you. Draw app. I think that hard-coded URL was the problem. I have replaced that with the new one. It should work. If it doesn't work, we'll figure it out. Like problems, these things are not something big. Okay, bro. I guess you can connect on Discord because I was thinking to connect with some people for participating in hackathon and stuff. Well, on Discord. How about giving? I'm just sending my number. You just copy and text me on WhatsApp. Would this be okay? Then after that, of course, I will delete. But I can just send my number for a moment right now, like on chat, if it's okay. Compiling. At least this time it should work, yeah. Many things are here, but the thing is that they're going back. But I'm not sure they're being saved in the database. Well, thank God they're being saved right now at least. Rectangle, circles. Let me know if sending number is okay right here. Thankfully it started working. Now I can move to the next functionality. There were two mistakes, mainly one mistake. First of all, yeah, of course, I wasn't able to start the database, so I had to create that and migrate the things. After that, the hard-coded thing was the problem, and it is not like I faced that for the first time. Even before that, I had faced it, but yeah, people forget the way I forgot. Okay, this thing is done. Now this pencil functionality. How to add pencil in the canvas? Realistic pencil tool for painting. Let's see. We have canvas. Okay, painting false. Okay, this thing is alright. I wanna mainly talk about the pencil in here. Mouse up, painting false. Where is the painting thing? Where x to y by 2. CTX will react. Will react. Y x line thickness. Fill rectangle. I think only rectangle is going to be used. Just the thing is that I don't have to provide it the width, like the height or something. First, I want to say that I made a lot of research trying myself without. I'm working on a pen line and I would like to create a pencil tool which is realistic Okay, I decided to add some solution. I mean, because you might like move to line to where this was before. If you do it, if you are here, I haven't got your message yet. Like, which way should I directly get in touch on Discord, or second number would be enough for you? Okay, in my example, we brought basically on mouse. So down starts painting, then mouse. Okay, it's better to be connect on Discord only. On my ID device single may you can tell yours. Discord. I've hardly been using Discord, though I'm a software engineer. Like, I have account, I had actually, but I haven't been quite using it on a regular basis, though I had joined some of the groups over there too, but still it was like that. Okay, the password. Okay, I hope it's bad. New login location detected. I'll have to figure this problem out too. That's crazy. Okay, you're on my ID, bro. Aren't you on 100x Discord server? Well, after joining, I just left everything, so I'm not sure. Like, I joined the Discords. I had many IDs actually, like emails and all. So don't know in which one it could be. That's crazy. I haven't been using it on a regular basis, so not sure. Let's see, I'll figure it out. By the way, I'm just here. Now it's saying that new login location detected. So it's been a long time. I may be logged in using another. Like, I logged in on a different location, and then it's saying that this thing. So I need to figure this thing out. Let's do it later. I have saved yours. I will be texting you soon. Where can I keep it? Not sure. CTF fill rate. Ultimately, I need Y, I need X, line thickness, and line thickness. I think this is something that's gonna work. Or anything else that I need, free customer was going to pencil sketch. Okay, definitely. First I will canvas document this CTX canvas painting false last, yes, last. By line thickness is given for here. Canvas width, canvas height, CTX fill 00600, canvas mouse down, painting true, project showcase, interview questions, resume, etc. Like, these are the things you are working on, or you are asking me to show. I don't have anything to show as such. Plus there two, we can connect with the levels. Okay, got that. Function painting. So CTX fill last E page. Of course, we'll get the event page.x. This offset left. This thing is clear. Mouse up for painting. We got the mouse X. We got the mouse Y. We got x1 is equal to mouse x x2 last x x1 x2, okay, y and y2 something like this, and then steep. Okay, I got that. Like these are the benefits we get joining the Discord server. I will do my level best. Math.abs y2 by 1 and x2 x1. This is the step that I get once I got the step where x is equal to x1. Okay, this thing is clear, this thing is clear. If x1, this is the math I need to use. Dx, I think it stands for diagonal or something, x2 minus x1. dy math.abs this error is equal to 0 d. This thing is done, okay. And then line thickness 5 minus math square root this if line thickness is less than 1, line thickness is equal to 1. Oh my god. Okay bro, I'll go for lunch now. Just join the Discord and then you can DM me. Keep it happy coding. Yeah, thanks a lot. You too. Take care and keep up the good work. So I'll go at x, I've got y. Then last x, last y. Let's give it a try. Let's see exactly it works or not. Let's keep it on the right side and go ahead with the things. So the next thing that I need to go with this thing is also done. Okay, don't really need to worry about it. This thing is room canvas. This is hard coded here, that's okay. We are inside the canvas in here and we are just simply initializing the class, new instance of the class when return function is here. Apart from these things, we have some of the buttons. Okay, they are working fine. Inside the game, this is the class that we have. I'm saying. Okay, rectangle is done, type circle is done, and this thing. When it comes to pencil, so I have to worry about type pencil. Start x should be there, start end x should be there, start y, end y. I think this will be resulting in the width of that or something, like, yeah, width of that. So this type is already clear. Now I have to set tool. Okay, this dot tool, that's okay. Constructor inside it, things are fine. In it we are clearing the canvas while initializing the things, that's also good. Init handlers, well, inside that actually we are getting the messages, and once we got the message we are pushing to existing shapes, and then we are clearing the canvas. That's good too. Mouse down, mouse up, mouse move, these things are here, that's okay, working fine. When it comes to destroying, I'm destroying all of them. Init mouse handlers, mouse up handler is this, mouse down handler is this, and mouse move handler is this. And when mouse up handler, I'm just simply getting the width. Well, this is also not being saved directly on the top because this thing is being done over and over, that's okay. Whenever mouse up handler, so this thing is done. Maybe let's start with mouse down, so it's this one. this dot start x, this dot start y. Ultimately I got these two things. Once this thing is done, then I move the mouse. While moving the mouse, I get the width and the height of the whole length. Okay, got that. So e dot client x, this dot start x, e dot client y, this dot start y. That's okay. We are clearing the canvas, and after that, selected tool is equal to rectangle. If that is this, then do this. What exactly are we doing? Setting the stroke style and cts stroke, this dot start x, this dot start y, width, and something like that. Okay, the next one is all about a circle. Of course, we get then we get the ratios, width, width, height, whatever the highest is, and then we get the half of that. Half of that is gonna be the yeah, I think so. It should work fine. The radius, ultimately, how we are getting it in here. Code explanation. We have this diagram that we have drawn, and what we are doing, we are getting the highest of width or height. So suppose this is the thing that we are talking about, and maybe this one. Okay, suppose this is the highest. Once I got this, I'm getting the half of it. Oh, that's bad. What am I doing? I'm just simply I'm just simply getting half of it, and half of simply means the radius. Yeah, that's right. So simply getting the radius, getting center x, this dot start x, center y, this dot start y, plus radius. So when it comes to center x and center y, how am I going to get the radius of that? So when it comes to center x, so x, the starting point I have, plus the radius, that will be center x, like that part, and then center y will be this part. So ultimately this can be center x, and this can be center y, something like this. This thing is also done. Then we are just adding this. So cts begin path, center x, center y, and these are the things that we are providing. What next? Else if selected tool, not sure like how this is gonna be happening, but let's see. Even let me turn the chats off. Just wanna focus on this thing right now. Hi, better. When the right time comes. Okay, so this thing is done. Selected tools. What all do we need? First of all, we started, and this is happening inside mouse move event. That's okay. And then painting mouse X and mouse Y. First of all, we need to get that for sure. So by the way, this thing is already, we are getting height. No, this one. As soon as mouse down event is like this thing is done, then we already get the start x and the start y. Once this thing is clear, so we don't need to worry about that. As for e dot page x, what is this? Do we actually get this thing? E dot page x, yeah, and we get e dot client x. Oh man, what is the difference? CLG e dot client x, e dot client x, e dot page x. Let's see what is the difference between both. Okay, as soon as I just click this, it would work. Let's see. So, mouse down event. Is the project running? npm dev. Huh. Okay. So this thing is running right now. Let's simply go ahead. This thing is working. Mouse down, and this thing is done. I merely wanna check the console. It's exactly the same. There is no difference as such. So whether you just write client x or you just write page x, both of them give the same value. Interesting. So we have x, and this thing we already have. Mouse x we have, mouse y we have, and find all points here. Last point, last y. Where is this coming from? This dot of, how are we even getting this thing? This dot start x, this dot start y, and wait. We got the start and start here, start x and start y. Once this thing is done, then we are getting the width and height, and a dot client x and client y, and this dot start. So wherever we stopped that, that's okay. It is gonna be working fine. So e dot page x minus one mouse down, it is happening. Last x and last y. Gotta get this in there. How long has it been, by the way? I started talking in between, so it took more time. That's okay, never mind. That was also beneficial. We have canvas, we have ctx of that, we have painting false, we have last x last y, that is 0 set to 0, and then we have line thickness is equal to 1, canvas width is equal to canvas height is equal to 600, ctx this is okay, then canvas mouse down, ctx fill style, last x is this, last y is this, mouse x is being generated. Okay, that's all right. So I've got the last x and I've got this only. We got height and width. This thing we could have named it better, but okay, not a problem. So ultimately we have height and width, and we have start x and start y. This thing is clear. Once this thing is clear, wedge tip is equal to y2 minus y1. Let's do it. Let x1 is equal to the starting, and we are talking about, so x1 is equal to mouse x and last x. Mouse x we are getting by and last x that we had. So x1 is equal to width, x2 is equal to start x. I hope it's gonna work fine, I have no idea. This dot start x, and then y1 is equal to height that we are in, and y2 is equal to this dot start y. Okay, let's make them const for now. So this thing is done. Once this thing is done, we want steep. What is this steep thing? Don't know, but we are y2 minus doing y2 minus y1. What is y2 here? y2 is the start one, so y2 start minus y1 absolute value we are getting, that's great, and x2 minus x1, and that's gonna be the step. I'm not even sure what this step is, but let's go with this. Step is equal to math dot absolute part we wanna get y2 minus y1, and if it is greater than math dot absolute value x2 minus x1. So we got this, we got ultimately this step, and this can be either true or false, right? Yeah, and this will mainly determine which side it's gonna be going with. Okay, this thing is done, step is done. If step is true, in that case do this, and otherwise okay. So where x is equal to x1, that we had x1 is equal to y1 and y1 is equal to x. What we are doing is this, I'll figure the code out later on. First of all, let me get this thing done and let's see whether this works or not. Where let's use let here, y is equal to y2 and x1 is equal to x2 and x2 is equal to x. Let's make it let here, or we can make, no, just let is going to be enough. So if step exists, then I mean if that is true, then we are doing this. If x1 is greater than, there's so much, but let's do it and let's see whether it actually it works or not. If it doesn't work, I'll figure it out another way. We need to use dx step line thickness 5, and we need to have line thickness as well. So this dot line thickness or something. So much physics, and at the end of the day, x1 x2 for loop we have. Let's do one thing. For the time being, simply copy and paste the things and check the things out. Okay, first of all, I need to worry about the line thickness because I do not have that. Can't find line thickness. Let's keep it at the top, and that's gonna be okay. This issue has already been fixed though, so let's remove it. Private line thickness, and that's gonna be 1 for now. So this time I think, what is the problem? X is never assigned, use const instead. That's right, can do that. Const x unassigned because it is x1 have we made const, that's bad. Let's make it let. Const step is here. We can make it const, that's okay. Actually const, this thing is done. Const y is equal to y2, y2 is equal to x2, and x2 is equal to y, and then x1 greater than x2, we get x, again we can make it a const instead. So let's make them const. I'll take care of the physics once if it starts working the way. Otherwise we'll figure out how the things actually work. But first of all I wanna check whether it works or not. Okay, where const dx x2 x1 dy math absolute error. Are we saving it on the top too? Minus 1 by, if y1 is less than y2, y step is equal to is a constant, so I can make it let then line thickness, this thing is equal to this, not find line thickness. Did you mean this dot line thickness? Absolutely yes. Then this line, this dot line thickness, and this dot line thickness. This thing is solved for now. Where can make it let x steep if it is present ctx. Why am I not getting this thing here? Because this should be this dot ctx. Line thickness, this dot this, else if there is no steep this thing, this dot start wise, this dot start, yes, this gonna be height. The naming convention is really bad, but let's see whether it works or not. I realize that's quite easy to see. Selectively toggle out if steep this, and also else if this, but experimenting and also for toggle this, you will see visually what algorithm is doing. I like to let you know what you created, one of the best feeling pencil tools on the internet, much better than lots of sites that have drawing tools lot, but I really appreciate that. Maybe I'll wrap it into a component or something and throw it on GitHub. Many people are saying great things about it. Let's see. So this thing is done. Too much. We are even filling it. That's good. So rect, circle, pencil. These things are done. Once this is done, by the way, I don't need to worry about this particular thing in here. Okay, so what we are doing here, mouse move event is done, and how about mouse up when that happens? So we have this, else if we have this, so rect is done. We have to merely create the shape, and once that is done, nothing, shape will automatically be pushed up. Else if selected tool equals to, if it's even, I have to make sure whether I can actually make it better, but okay, for now functionality is something that matters. So we have to create a shape, not that, something like this. Type is going to be pencil. Once this thing is done, let's see how many things we can get. Start x, we can get start y. start x, how will get, just start x is enough, start y is enough. This okay, just a sec, one more thing. When it comes to the pencil, we have start x, start y, and x and y, right? We have these things and we are supposed to save these things, and x and y started. I have to change lots of things, and apart from this particular thing, so ultimately these are the things that we are actually getting. So rect, this thing is done. Start, sorry, and x is gonna be width, this dot width, there is no width. How are we going to figure this thing out? Start x plus radius we can get. We don't have width and height, do we have? We do not, but we are getting them from here, right? Yeah, we are. So we have width and height, so we can add that directly. We need the end thing, e dot client x, this dot start x, that is already the width that we have got. But what do we want? We want the end, just e dot client x. Okay, as I have mentioned, end thing, it's gonna be crazy stuff. What am I doing here? I need the width. Why do I need the width? Because a rectangle needs the width. It needs x, y, and width and height. But when it comes to this, it needs starting and ending thing. Okay, so end x is gonna be e dot client x, and end y is going to be e dot client y, something like this. So ultimately I have saved it, and this will be saved. Once this thing is saved, and I will be getting it back. When I'm getting it back, I need to clear it, and then of course things are there. That means while I'm moving the cursor, I need to fix this thing as well. So x1 is the width, last means where we started, and current means where we are right now. That can also be the sense behind it. So what I'm doing, last x is equal to e dot page x, this dot offset left, current minus the offset left, and yeah, this will work, that's right. Once this thing is done, so we got the last x and last y, that's okay. And by the way, we can actually get that when we start mouse down, e dot page x is something that we get it, right? This dot offset left, what does this do? Okay, let's do one thing, even log this thing, this dot offset left and this dot offset top. What does this do? Maybe this provides the offset from the left and top. So this is all about mouse down thing. So where are we? Mouse down, here we are inside mouse down thing, and this is where I'm gonna just CLG this dot offset left, getting error. We are using function. because of that thing we are having to use this. So let's do one thing. Ultimately last why I am just thinking that let's read through it. You're most likely using move to and line 2 to create the path. If you do it that way, the properties will be shared for the path until you close the path. So every time you change the thickness, you need to call close path and then begin path. In my example, I use line 6 algorithm to plot points. Basically, on mouse down, it starts painting. Then on mouse move, it compares the current coordinates with the last coordinates and the plots of all the points between. It also it's using fill rect to paint based on how fast you're moving. The line will be thicker and thicker. So last and the current, they keep changing, that is true. So in here we got the start and start y, they are the last thing as per him. Okay, when I move the mouse, I get the width and height. Ultimately I get this is the ending point. This is ultimately the width. So e dot client x and e dot client y is something that I need. Yeah, that's true. So when it comes to this last x last y we have, and then we get mouse x and mouse y while moving the mouse. Okay, we get this thing, got that. So if I just check this thing out right here, we get mouse x, we get mouse y, and once we get them, so mouse x, that means the end value. Even we are selecting the last x last y, we are doing the same thing. That means this thing should be left. Instead of doing this, x1 is gonna be the current one, right? So e dot client x, and this one is gonna be e dot client y, and this dot start x and this dot start y, it already has. Ouch. And once this thing is done, we are calculating the steep. Once the steep thing is done, we are checking this particular thing, and once this thing is done, we are checking the dex dx. Use a const if I actually use const. Okay, that's okay, not a big problem. By we are checking out the line thickness, math square root. This particular formula is being used here. If this thing we are checking it, we are even adding this thing, and this thing is getting done in here, and then we are this dot start x is equal to mouse x. Mouse, that means start last stand. So it could be e dot client x and e dot client y, something like this. So this thing is done. Ultimately we are saving it here, and once this thing is done, let's go to clear canvas, because when we are initializing it, we are handling this thing using clear canvas. Init handlers, clear canvas is being used in here. We are ultimately getting the data. So we are inside this. We have existing shapes. If type is this, then okay. If type is this, then okay. Else if, interesting thing. Else if shape that we are getting dot type triple equals to pencil. Okay, what do we have to do right now? We have to rewrite the same thing again. what do we get? We get x, we get all these things. Yeah, once we get all these things, what do we need to do? We have to rewrite it from the beginning, like from here. So let's do copy and paste the things for now, because I'm not sure even this is gonna work. And once if it works, then I'll be taking care of it really well. Okay, this much should be enough. This, oh my god, what have I done? Crazy stuff. Control C. So this thing is done, and where is that thing that I've left? Here we are. So in here I will be just pasting the things. Few things I need to change for sure. First thing is this. X1 is gonna be, this is merely the starting point if I'm not wrong. In here x1 is equal to mouse x, that means the current one, and that means end shape dot end x, and x2 is equal to the last one that we have. Start x is okay, and this is what we have to change. End dot y, actually shape dot end dot y. So this thing is done over here. Then we don't really need to change anything, let everything be like this. And lastly, we don't need to save it. Okay. This is crazy stuff, doing it for the first time, doing my best but not sure that it's gonna work. Pencil thing is done, this thing is also done, this thing is also done. What now? Run it and see whether it works or not. Okay. What have I done? ts.ignore. So what is this doing here? ts.ignore. We have circle by default, we have rectangle, we have pencil. I knew it will, there was very less probability for it to work, so it's not working. Let's see. Network token. Well, I wanna go with pencil. This much we are sending in the backend. So type is pencil, pencil, start x, we have start y, we have end x, we have end y, we have. The question is that start x and start y, end x same, start y, end y same. Why? 196, 196, bad. What do we need to do? We need to fix it. We are sending the same values. Where are we sending them? When mouse up happens. Mouse up handler, and here we are actually saving the things. We have this dot start, this much. Interesting. But the thing is that these things are gonna be when mouse down happens, these things get set. When mouse moves, when mouse leaves, this thing happens. E dot client x, e dot client y. E dot client x minus this dot start x. E dot client y minus this is going to be the width. That is right. So I'm getting e dot client yux. If I'm able to get that thing right, so I should be able to get this thing right too. Client x and client y. But the thing is that the value of both of them look same. Let's go with circle. We have rectangle. We have x, y, width, height, and they are not the same. We are in pencil. 446, 446, 261, 261. This is insane. So even when we are sending the things, those values are wrong, right? So ultimately the value of start x and start y, they are getting changed. Yeah. Why are they getting changed? Because we are actually changing them. They should be the value. Okay, where are we doing it? At the end of it, what are we doing here? This dot start y, this should not happen like this. So I had better just remove it from here. Maybe it may work in that way. Yeah, something is happening for sure. Even I've drawn that. How can we do that? How can we see that actually? That's great, yeah, it works. CTX fill react rectangular. We need to give it color. How did we give color earlier? In the rect section. Okay. Rect stroke. Stroke line in this particular section. This thing is done, and then we of course need to give the stroke line. So let's give the stroke line. This .ctx dot stroke line here as well. Let's see. Well, it's still black. That is that's not visible. That's the thing. How can we give color to the pencil? How to set color? Changing pen color on canvas after draw. Fill style is equal to selected color. Will it work? CDX fill style. It may. So CTX fill style. Localhost, where are you? Wow, it's too bad. Ultimately, we have filled the style of the hole. How can I fix this? We can make it black for now. If I make it black, then others are not visible. Stroke style, if we set. At least if this is white, then I should be able to see the lines that I draw. That's right, I will fix it if that actually works. So let's make it white for now and let's draw the line after that. Not seeing that. Nothing is visible. So let's go. Stroke line should also be there, sorry. So complete. I have to enter the stroke line too, so that that's visible, and the color. Let's select this one. Okay. Stroke line, should they be white? Stroke style, that must be white. As for this color, we can make it black. This one as well as this one. Well, we need to go to the top one too. Well, I'm repeating the same code twice, so I had better just get a function for that. But okay, let me get this thing done here like this. 0 0 0. I'm not even sure why I'm using this, because I'm already getting it done on the top if I'm not wrong. This dot ctx dot stroke style rgba 255 255 255. We have a line. Let's do one thing. Let's make lots of circles. And let's draw some of these ones too. I don't know, these lines are crazy. They are not the way we want them to be. Too bad. We have lines, it's not like we don't have, but the kinds of lines we have actually good lines. This is the line that's being drawn. Okay, this is working fine. If I leave it here, that stays here, but then we get many lines. Oh my god. Well, the thing is that the work we are doing, that is fine, that works, but something's wrong with the logic. First of all, the color of the line is black, the worst thing, and I wanna make that white. I've given it stroke style, but still it does not work. Even before that, few things that I'm repeating, I wanna stop repeating them. I'll fix the mistake later, but first of all, mouse draw line it's actually gonna be a function. It will take some of the things and ultimately it will do the stuff. Okay, what all does it need so that I don't need to change the thing twice? That's crazy stuff. Control X, will it work? Seems not. From here, control here, one more step, yeah, this much. Control X, done. Now just paste it in here, paste it. What now? Wanna give it something, so I merely wanna give it provide the shape. Everything else will be determined automatically. That's good thing. So it will be getting shape. As for the shape will be type of something. Let's keep it any right now if I'm actually getting the error. Not worried about much. So we have draw line. The main focus is getting the functionality implemented. This dot draw line and shape that we've got, we will be giving this thing to it. And once this thing is done, the same thing we will be doing there, like mouse move, mouse up, down, up, yeah, here, and we are saving actually the values, that's okay, during mouse move here, and this whole thing needs to be removed this way. That's bad, like this, and then we need to use this thing here. No way. Init draw line, and then we need to provide it shape. What all the shape include? Shape includes everything. What all were we saving in here? Firstly, let's check this thing out. Here we are. We were getting this dot start x, this dot start y. That's okay. We can even send these values directly. Yeah, that would be a better option. Remaining things are same. So let's keep only this much inside that. Only this much. And this much is gonna be inside this. Okay, like this, and my bad, I've actually done some of the craziest things right now. Draw line is here. I wanted to remove these many things, so let's remove them, and it would be like this if I'm not wrong. So this thing is done, and apart from this particular thing, what is this thing happening? This is mouse move handler, and I need to get this much from here. Mouse move, that is of this color. Let's see, and I'm gonna paste it in here. The question is that I don't have these values, so this time I will be getting x1, x2, y1, y2. Okay, so ultimately I'm getting these values and it works fine with them. Once this thing is done, let's call it here draw line, not really, this dot, and this thing is not working. Let's simply write it 9, and I will be giving it the values x1, x2, y1 and y2. Okay, so draw line is not functioning as expected. We have mouse move. Okay, we have everything inside mouse move. That's bad. Let's get it out of here. So we have draw line that is inside the class. That's okay. As for the type, I will be giving them the types anytime. Reassigned a const instead of. We can do that. Are we changing the value of x1? Yeah, that's being changed, but that's okay. That's not a big problem. Okay, this thing is also done. We are sending them from here. And similarly, we can do here. We can actually. We are actually getting the shapes, right? So, no. Let's get this draw line thing. What were we getting from the shapes earlier? First of all, we will be calling that this particular thing in there, and then we will be getting all the values. So let's call it here, and now we need the value. So const x1 is equal to what? X1 stands for what? Here x1 stands for e.clientS, like the present one, right? So ultimately endx. So say shape.endx. Yeah, shape. Where was I? I was here. Const shape.x and x2 is equal to shape dot start x. Similarly, y1 is the current one. Shape dot end y. Y2 shape dot start y. This thing is done ultimately. We are getting this much done. It's saying that use const instead. Okay, not a problem. We are able to draw circles, we are able to draw rectangulars, we are able to draw lines, but lines are not visible, they are black in color. How can I fix this thing? Line color. Fill style color this. They are black because that's black. Should we have two canvases then? CDX fill style. What we are doing while clearing the canvas, we are filling the style. So let's stop doing this thing. Oh, this is still this. Clear rectangle, fill rectangle, draw line. Else if we are here actually saving just the value, so we don't need to worry about it at all. This is inside clear canvas. Draw line, yeah, that's happening here only. Arc, we are getting it done here, we are actually doing it. And then here we are actually doing it too. CTX stroke line is this. If I actually remove it from here, what will happen? So they are actually the same. Well, not exactly the same. CTX stroke style. I can give it another color, maybe yellow. and now they are going to be yellow, right? So the circles as well as rectangulars. Begin path, end path, this is how it's getting done. CTS.stroke, we are drawing the line here. Okay, this time fill style, let's remove the fill style, it does not work on the lines, it fills the hole. CTX stroke style, what we did on top. Let's go to clear canvas, we are clearing the canvas in here and we are setting just stroke. Will this work? Even stroke style is not working, so let's remove this thing here. Okay, this dot ctx dot stroke. And it is still dark. Stroke rect, stroke style, stroke rectangular. How am I supposed to get this thing done? It requires 4 arguments. I can give it the style. The style is gonna be RGBA 15, this red, not bad. Oh, this much. Insane, not working. Like the line is being drawn, just unable to change the color of that. That is the problem. And I'm getting 2 colors in here. Let's empty this thing first of all. I'm going to empty the chat, so oh come on, really? Delete from this and ultimately I will be deleting everything. Run this one, got done, reload it. Yellow, white, and then yellow. Nothing, just a line. Yeah, there is a line, but that line is not visible. Crazy stuff. I'm getting red for this. Where did this color come from? This thing. CTX.stroke style. Okay, let's leave this thing right now. This red color I varied here, but this red color is being applied to this thing as well. That should have never happened. Well, at least right now that's not being applied. Yeah, so this was something strange. Reload the page. We don't have anything. Let's draw a circle. That must have been saved. And now if we draw, we are not able to draw the things. Interesting. How about this? Oh, when we switch, it happens. When we switch, then it happens. Page.tsx canvas socket canvas room. We have selected tool. When we select the tool, at that time this set tool is called, by default that is circle. Yeah, that is circle, that means it should work. And this works when the canvas ref changes. Canvas ref changes, only then it runs. This time it's working. Even this one is working. But if I delete everything from the backend, and if I try to draw something, it does not work. If I click on it and if I draw, it does not work. Am I sending the data? Socket, this thing is here. Well, yeah, it's being sent. How can I close it? Yeah, that's done. So type, circle, radius, center, everything's being sent. Every time I think there's different data. That's true. Is this being saved in the data? That's thing to think about this. View, edit data. Well, yeah, that is being saved. So if I actually reload the page, will I get them? I'm not getting them, but the data is being saved.